Greetings, greetings, family, near and far, far and wide, on planet, off planet, in the planet. You don't know how it goes already. Your nature's agreeable, step this way. Disagreeable, step back. Because we're not having no more time for that.
And
yeah,
we're back with Ladycrowne, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat pop, because it's real talk. Episode 89, you know? 8 plus 9 equals 17. 1 plus 7 equals 8. Back on the number of the infinite. And yeah, greetings to you all, you know. Ladycrowne's just spun in a bit of sage, you know what I mean, to cleanse the summer house that got cleansed yesterday. Shouts to Captain Kirby out there, done the tiling. You know,
it's beautiful.
Trust me. And shouts to everyone that's tapped into this video, you know.
Just let me take it one second. Let me take it off camera. You can see. I'll show them the tiling that was done. There you go. Look at that. This is in the summer house, yeah. Made it really nice for us. Bless you, Tone. Really appreciate it.
Love, man.
Just thought I'd show you that before we continue. All right, mate. Forward.
Yeah. Everybody that's tapped into this video, yeah, we send you all love, peace, and harmony, and healing energy. You know, it's a cleanse. That's what we're dealing with, and you know, we've all got a job to do. You know, we signed a soul contract. When you're really tapped into spirituality, you'll realize that, trust me, we're much more than just this physical body. You know, we're powerful. You know, beyond measure. And my mentor likes to say, and keep on tapping into your power. You know, greetings to you all. And yeah, Ladycrowne, what you got to say to the people? Yeah.
What I've got to say is, we got heaven right here on earth.
What?
We got heaven right here on earth.
What?
We got heaven right here on earth. Heaven right here on earth. You better know that. Those of you out there wait for dead. I mean dead for go to heaven for enjoy the land of milk and honey. Yo, if you don't know by now, they taught you a pack of lies.
Yeah.
Your heaven is right here, right now. Your experiences are right here, right now. You know, if you go dead before you taste honey, you can go buy one good jar of organic honey from the allotment. Told man and woman a pack of lies. You can no longer subscribe to it. I know how entrenched it is in your minds and your hearts and your souls, because that we grew up on. Trust me too. God church, blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus catch up in the mother yard for how many years, because they were sold something that sounded really good, and you want to live your life by that because it makes you a better man or a better woman. But you see, when you live your life by lies, you can't grow, you can't prosper, you can't benefit. You see what I'm saying? You have to say to yourself, you know what? Shit, I've been lied to. You have to admit that you've been lied to. Just because something was written in a book how many hundreds years ago, King James Version, I don't care what version it is. Somebody somewhere wrote it, not the creator. Yovers. So it's time. It really is time. I know. My granny, my great granny, and my mother, my father. Just tell them to stop feeding into their lies. Because let me tell you something. If their whatever it is philosophy they subscribe to, religion, whatever it is, if it was so loving and so caring, why is the world the way that it is today? Why are there so many denominations, different fractions? You know? Why? Because it creates division. And when you've got division, what have you got? Chaos. As you can see, that we're surrounded by it. We are all one. Come from one consciousness, one God source, one energy. We're all one. But man has come along and divided up into color, creed, religion, country. Because, you know, people wrap themselves in flags. Why would you do that? It's not your flag. Especially the one in America with the yellow rim round it. That's a martial law flag. Country's been in martial law for, I don't know, 20, 30 years. Just check the flags. It's got a yellow rim going all the way around it. So that's not the American flag. That's the flag that belongs to the corporation. It's time to wake up, folks. I know we've been asleep for a long time, but it's time to wake up and take action, because boy, may I tell you, it really gives you satisfaction.
Real life.
What's
Because when
talking
you
about?
free your mind, you'll be connected to the divine. It's real life. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Freedom is a must. You know what I mean? Shouts to Bob Marley out there. Real life. You know, a lot of people really need to wake up now, because trust me, we're gonna be living in a beautiful world as long as we connect with each other and raise up the energy. You know what I mean? Because that's what we are. You know, remember when you showed me that remember that Caucasian brother on Killer Priest podcast? How he the way he broke down
Oh, mate.
who we truly are. We are God's source energy. That's what we really are. You know, a lot of people really need to get in touch with our core essence. You know, because that's what we truly are. You know, because you are a star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trust me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, them demonic forces out there have been messing about with our genetics and genomes and DNA for a long time, and by doing that, they've managed to alter, change and all the rest of that. But essentially, those memories are in our DNA. Those structures are there. Go back thousands of years, still in us, but they're dormant, and they've made them dormant by telling you only use 10% of your brain and all that malarkey. So you don't tap into those
high sense.
There you go. Keep you away from it. Give you in the fifth sense, five, sit, smell, taste, touch, and it all relates to one. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to teach you about telepathy,
telekinesis.
What are you talking about? It's not going to happen. But guess what? We don't need them to do that for us, because, like I said, I mean, this is one of the best times, the greatest time to actually be physically manifested on this planet. Trust me. And it's only going to be the worst of times if that's what you choose. Because right about now, everybody has a choice.
And that's all about choices.
There you go. We all have a choice. And to say, oh, well, we can, and them this. Listen, there you go. It's already done for you. You've sealed your own fate. Me can't, and them this. What are you doing? What are you doing to free yourself from the bondage? When you realize that you've been enslaved, it's your duty to do something about it. You see an injustice taking place in front of you, to say, oh, it's not me. No, to do me, don't. Listen.
You're manifesting, isn't it?
Exactly. We're supposed to be there for, we're our brothers and sisters' keeper. You know what I'm saying? And we're supposed to be there for one another. Good times and the bad times, depending on your perception of good and bad, of course. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, too many people turn like it's nothing to do with me. And if anything, they'll take out the phone and start recording whatever might be taking place and uploading it all over the place, because, that's how sick they are. So detached from themselves and from other men and women and the feelings that people might have, because it's not happening to them. We can't do that. We really can't do that anymore. We're all here to look after one another, you know what I'm saying, and help and guide and all the rest of those things, to bury head under the sand and pretend it's okay because I'm all right. That philosophy died a long time ago, because you're not all right. You'll never be all right until the planet's healed. You know what I'm saying? Mother Nature ball, she will our belly, and we've been complicit in what's taking place in terms of these maniacs, blocking out sun, making machines that create all kind of sinting, and we just sat back and let it happen. Those of us that know, look back, oh well, yeah, no, but what can we do? I hate it. Oh, I know, yeah, I know. What can we do? Do something, no? Write one letter, no? You know what I mean? Put one placard up. Do something. Just sit there and do nothing because, I don't know. It's just what it is, isn't it? No, it's not. We shape the environment and the world that we want to live in. And by staying stum and saying nothing and going along with the hogwash and the bullshit, I've never seen so much people open up their mouth than I have in the last 6 or 7 months. They're going to their council meetings and calling them out about this ULEZ bullshit, low carbon zone. Because believe it or not, these councillors absolutely have no idea. They are dumb. They really have no idea what they're signing up for. And because all the councils, they're all broke, all of them bankrupt, because remember, it's a corporation, you know, not a cooperative. You know, them don't teeth are filing money. So when, you know, Klaus and his mates come along and say, you know what, we'll fund you, but this is what you need to do, they'll just do it. Because that's stupid. That's what they'll do. But it's for us to say, no, actually, no, you're not putting that up there. And this isn't going to happen because we, the people, are the ones that have the power. Yeah, they've taken it because they've taken it by stealth, because if you knew you were handing everything over to them when you were registering and all the rest of that stuff, you wouldn't have done it. So it was fraudulent. Call them out on the fraud. Mayu.
Yogi, yogi, yogi.
What's so much on this coffee?
Oh my gosh, tapping into that frequency of love is so key for us, because when you tap into the love frequency, you naturally become an alchemist, because it's all about transforming energy. And because we're able to do this, we're able to, be consistent. You get me? And consistency is so key, because it manifests your true greatness, you know what I mean? Because as long as you're going back to different worlds, switching states all the time, you're not able to get to where you are destined for, because it's like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
You're not really, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Trust me, we really need to tap in, But yeah, this has just come to me now, yeah? People need to tap into black seed oil. Oh my God, what a great product that is. And, the ancients used to use it, for lung problems, for kidney problems. It actually triggers the lymphatic system to work much better, and it cleanses out mucus. And just like Dr. Sevi said, there's only one disease.
Only one.
And that's mucus. And trust me, it's so powerful. It's cheap as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much is it?
You can get
about £6.
Yeah, about £6 for a small bottle, 100% pure. Yeah.
And you can put it on your skin.
Yeah, topical as well. Yeah, you can drink it. You can apply it to, swollen joints and all the rest of it. It's an amazing oil.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, but they don't want to talk to you about stuff like that. They want to talk to you about something that's going to cost how much, hundreds of pounds.
I want to talk to you about Vaseline. You know that one?
Petroleum jelly.
That doesn't assimilate. And the more you learn about biochemistry, the more you learn about yourself, We're carbon-based beings. So we need the right stuff to assimilate. Otherwise, it's going to cause us so much stress.
Yeah. So
much stress. And shout out to the ones that are really awakening and helping others out there. Because, like you was talking about earlier, the oneness. We need to come together. One mind, one consciousness,
Yeah.
Then we can truly elevate. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Blessings to you all. Yeah, man. It's a beautiful day, And it's so much, because I'm so in touch with energy. Oh my God, in here, it just feels so good. Like I said, it was so good. The cleansing, you need to cleanse. The room that you're in right now, you need to cleanse it. Trust me, it has an effect, cause and effect. Everything has an effect. You need to cleanse yourself. Get the sage, burn the sage, baby. You know what I mean?
Burn it, man.
Swirl it around you.
Yeah.
You know
Beautiful.
what I mean? It's beautiful, man. Oh my God. It's a different state today.
It is.
One thing I've really learned with life is that it's forever changing, And the best thing that you can do is just work on your response, because the way you respond to life determines the outcome of any situation. And it's beautiful when you can take your power back, tapping into the laws of attraction, the laws of abundance, the laws of focus, the universal laws, because like I like to say, with the right information, you can make the right choices. And I always hear them voices saying, Savior, better behave. Trust me, you don't want to be a modern day slave. You want to be a king and stand in your power and commit no more sin. You get me? And just like Ladycrowne, we don't stay down, you know what I mean? We stay up and we keep centered and realizing that we've got the power, you know what I mean? And when I say we, I mean collectively, not just us two, collectively we've got the power. As long as we come together on one accord, we can manifest greatness for everybody, you know what I mean? Not just for self, you know what I mean? Being self-centered, for everybody, man, so crucial. Because we're in crucial times right now. We're
crucial, critical, things, everything's speeding up on the planet, and Yeah, they're quickening, like Ralph was saying.
Yeah.
The you know, the fact that you know, it's a spiritual war. It's as simple as that. And even though the demonic forces and nurse it done for them, they are still going to do what they do best. False flags, you know, you've all heard about the, you know, the so-called emergency alert that's going to come to your phone. Yo, anyone out there who has that, you know, on their phones and haven't, you know, disabled it, well, good luck to you. It's yours. And really and truly, ain't nobody should be calling you unless you give them permission to. You pay that bill. Government will pay that bill. So who do they think they are? And what type of emergency we're talking about? Oh yeah, I know we live in a place where it's so prone to earthquakes and tsunamis. That's probably why. Not. Do you know what I'm saying? So you know it's hogwash when you hear that you know, in the event of emergency. Let's put it this way: if something happened and somebody somewhere says, you know what, sorry, I'm pressing that button. Listen, by the time them press that button, what alert going to come to you to make you come out of the way? To make you go take refuge or get into your bunker if you got one. Because ain't nobody got no freaking bunker. Everybody does check out in it. So, you know, we don't really need one when you think about it. So what is the ulterior motive? Once they get everybody to buy into this bull crap and they send this little test out, then when they send the real thing, which is their real thing, remember, not our real thing, because it'd be their real thing, their reality, not the one that we're actually in, then everybody will conform. You know, then they'll say, why? Money gone, you know. That paper money that you've got, you know, it's gone. So we're going to give you a digital currency now. Don't worry. Don't worry, you can send it directly to your phone. Why can I do that? You haven't signed up for anything yet. Because presumably, you know what I mean, the old account is gone, so there's a new account, so they need to contract with you. But maybe that's the way they've already contracted with you, by you acquiescing and just saying, oh, well, you know, it's just an emergency alert, you know, well, you know, I'll just let it stay. That is your way of agreeing. So you've made a verbal contract with those demonic forces, that de facto government, whatever you want to call them. You made a verbal contract with them because you haven't said no and you haven't turned off your settings. You see what I'm saying? See where I'm going with this? So when they roll out this CBDC sitting going up, don't make no noise. Oh, I never agreed to that. I didn't say I wanted it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have. Because they never ever tell you the truth. They never say to you what's really happening. But at the end of the day, it's for nothing pick sense out of nonsense. Because it's nonsense for them to alert you to. To what? What do they alert you to? They didn't know about COVID coming. Hey! They didn't know about COVID coming. Did they alert anybody to that? Oh yeah, it started in China, then it you know, somebody left China and then it just spread. Yeah, okay. There weren't no emergency alerts for stuff like that, but you know, this is what it's in now. So you know, the next pandemic, scandemic, you'll be alerted to it. Anything that comes your way from them, you better just do 360 and go the opposite direction. If them tell you to turn left, turn right. Then tell you if you go forward, go backward. You understand me? Because they tell nothing but lies. And if you continue to buy into it, then what can I say? We'll see you, you know, we'll see you around. Because their intent is to make sure, say, you're in abject poverty, you have nothing, and you'll be very happy. And on top of that, don't worry about coming for your things then. We'll put it in your fruits and your vegetables and your meat because they're already doing it. Imagine, Lord have mercy. If there ever was a time to grow your food, I'll tell you something now. This is the time. If there ever was a time to start growing your own food, this is the time. Just be the most beneficial thing that you could possibly do. Number one, you ain't got to go to their little, I don't know what to call them, to go and buy whatever they're selling. Yeah? You've got control over what you consume, how it's grown, and everything. Full control. Why wouldn't you do that?
I think one of the most powerful things you can do is practice intermittent fasting. Because when you only have one meal a day, you're able to, even if you're having a bad meal, your body's able to get rid of the toxins.
Yes.
You get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I was talking about Winhoff, he eats pasta. He's good to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I was talking to you about that lady who was on Joe Rogan, the triathlon.
Yeah.
No, ultra runner. She was doing 250-mile races and that. Joe Rogan asked her, what do you eat? She said tacos. it's because it all comes down to your lifestyle. It's not just about what you eat; it's your lifestyle, because everything has a cause and effect.
Yeah.
You know, 19 Keys isn't a vegan,
Mhm.
but he's very healthy
Yeah.
because of his lifestyle. You know what I mean? So you can have the healthiest diet on the planet and still be sick,
Oh, most definitely.
because you could just be sitting on your ass all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it comes down to what you're doing, holistically, shall I say?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just not realize that it's not just one thing; it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I give it to you like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Those of you that are paying attention, you'll have seen that silver and gold are really picking up and moving. You know, I think silver went up to $40. Quickly slammed back down because they control it by a click of a button. Simple as that.
Bitcoin crash.
No, well, no, Bitcoin was at
Sure, Ralph saw.
well, you say when you say crash, it all depends what you call crash, because a crash would mean that it's gone like those bank stocks that went from $600 down to $20. That's what I would call a crash, But if Bitcoin's at 30,000 and it goes down to 26 or 24, that's not a crash. You know what I mean? That's people selling basically. You know what I mean? And that's them manipulating the crypto as well, because they have been manipulating it because it's on centralized platforms. But so I've spoken to you about Andy Sheckman, Robert Kiyosaki, and all of them people out there. The next Zhang, I'm sure I posted something on the Telegram channel, about a 9-minute clip with the next Zhang just talking to you and telling you, listen, this is what you need. They are running like I don't know what. Those that are starting to go get the pennies dropped are literally going, oh my gosh, I need to get silver. Oh my gosh, I need to go, and they are buying it like, oh my gosh. What can I say? If you haven't got any, try best not get one little ounce of something. You know what I mean? And if you've got your hard earned savings locked up in an account somewhere that's going to go bye-bye, because they're going to do whatever they're going to do, and you don't have anything to trade outside the system, so you don't have to be involved with their system. There's going to be two existences on this planet. There'll be those who get trapped and held down into the 3D, where they're tracked, traced, and controlled and monitored and fed plants that have got all kind of sitting in them, and the meat, even the milk. I think there was the cows have been injected with and so the milk has got the in it as well. These people are psychopaths. They are absolute psychopaths, and they know what they are doing. And we just go along and think, well, you know what, I've got to have something to eat, and come on.
We need to learn how to fast, man.
Let's put it this way.
We need to learn how
STS,
to fast.
it's going to be it's going to be a forced fastation that takes place on the planet.
That's not a good fast.
And that's not a good fast, because you are going to find yourself not having nothing to walk up your damn mukbang because you can't buy it, or you can't afford it, or whatever, because that's what hyperinflation will cause. You know what I'm saying? So those of you that have been prepping up, continue to prep up, because you might be able to help out neighbours and friends. But guess what? They know what you have, because we didn't get desperate. You know what I'm saying?
It all comes down to what you eat as well, because as you know, you can pick off the land.
But
if you're only consuming,
if you're a supermarket shopper, then that's all you know.
That's all you know.
And then you got your coyotes, them who you brought up eating, I don't know, Cocoa Pops, and that's what they want.
Cocoa Pops.
Well, he only eats Cocoa Pops. And then you can't get it, or it's on the shelf. You can't afford it. It's 15 quid or 20 quid for a box. Oh, don't be silly. Could never happen. Really? Listen, the Mayan calendar said everything ended in 2012. Well, 2020 is after is the Ethiopian 2012 took place time ago. Yeah, our 2012 was 2020, and that's when literally the world started to wake up to whatever these people they were really showing their hands in terms of what they were doing. That was the end. And then the age of Aquarius, the Great Conjunction, and all of those things were birthing in a new earth. But trust me, the old one will exist in the minds of those who don't elevate.
Because it's on your headset.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It will be your reality. Will be your reality. It's as simple as that. And mine and ours will be ours. Trust me. So yeah, I look at me and say, "Oh, well, how come you so?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, life could be better. I'm wonderful." Oh, haven't you seen what's happening? No, why? Because it's happening for you. It's happening in your head and your reality, not mine. You're not paying no mind to none of that because I've been doing the work that I needed to do for myself and for family. You get what I'm saying? To make sure that we don't have to deal with none of that nonsense. You know, I told you the things that the Federal Postal Court are doing, the things that Mark Kishan Christopher is doing. They've actually got sheriffs out now in their regalia, you know, with his seal on their garments, on their car. They're sheriffs who will operate as men and women who are there to protect and serve men and women. And anybody stepping outside of that, well, they will deal with them. They'll arrest them. Yeah, because that's what we're supposed to do. That's what I'm trying to say. We can't no, we can no longer just go along to get along, and we've been given the means and the opportunity to actually make a difference and make what you do count. Yeah, and literally call out the fraudsters, because let me tell you, there's a whole heap of people, excuse me, a heap of people out there in uniforms, nothing more than costumes. They're clowns because they do not follow an oath. They work for a corporation, and you have to call them out. You really do. So if you become a Patreon, sign up to become a patron. It's $13 a month. It's probably, I don't know, about £11 a month, something like that. You'll get all the information that you need. You'll get the judicial notice, you'll get the constitution, and you'll be able to use these documents to do what it is that you need to do in terms of, you know, backing up these third-party interlopers and your so-called, you know, councils and all the rest of it. Just, you know, send them these documents. You know, serve them notice, make them know that you know what they're doing is wrong and it's corrupt, and there's a price for them to pay. They will have to pay for their wrongdoing. People can't do wrong and then everything just gets brushed under the carpet and it's like it never happened. No, all of those people that are complicit in what's taken place over the last thousands of years, but those here and now who are doing it will have to pay. And to say, oh, I didn't realize, oh, I didn't know it was going to hurt people. Ignorance is no excuse in law. To say, well, I didn't know by putting into people it was going to harm them. I was just doing my job.
You like that?
Yeah, because you won't let me say the words. So
no, sorry, it's about being a chess player.
So you just want to do your job. Okay, well, this is a result of you just doing your job. You know, if you believe in what happened with the Jews, then there's a lot of people that were slaughtered because there were men and women that were out there just doing their job. And it's surprising. I mean, they've done experiments where they've put some people in a room and wired them up to some electronic machine that will send literally send pulses through the body that can cause pain. And they've like gone into a room with 100 people and said to these people, right, okay, this is what we want you to do. You know, it's going to cause the people in the room that you can't see extreme pain and agony when you turn these machines up. But this is what we want you to do. We want you to take your time and slowly turn this up till it reaches its peak, knowing full well that as you're turning that machine up, whoever's in that next room is experiencing excruciating pain. Imagine that. So you got some geezer with a white coat on, I don't know, Dr. Butcher, whatever you want to call them, because they all wear these white coats, don't they? And man of authority or woman of authority because they're a professor or so-and-so, and they're telling you to do this. Out of the 100 people, 67 of them did it. And 33 said, I'm sorry, I can't be a party to this. That just shows you how easily gullible we are to inflict pain on other men and women because it's an experiment and you've been pacified and coerced into doing it, and it's okay. Yes, they're going to feel some pain, but this is why by you doing this, we'll now have some records of X, Y, and Z. Can you imagine? 67% of those people did it, and 33 said, "Get out of here, I'm off, fam. I'm not doing that." Because guess what? You could be one of those 100 in that room. oh, you're really a part of humanity, and I will use that word. You feel for your fellow men and women, and you could never do something like that. So that just shows you the mindset, how it can be easily controlled because somebody thinks, oh well, Professor so and so said we need to do this experiment, and so I had to do it. No, you didn't. You didn't. That's why you were born with a consciousness. You were born with a something in you that says, you know what, this is right and this is wrong. You didn't need a Bible. You didn't need a priest. You didn't need anybody to tell you what's right and wrong because it's something that you feel. Because what you wouldn't want for yourself, you shouldn't want for other people.
The big wake up call is about your mind and consciousness.
Yeah.
Because even the CIA was yeah, that's it. There was using psychics to see in the future, and the psychics came back to them and said, "Guess what? The consciousness is going to rise. You can't do anything about it because there's an agenda out there to lower the consciousness, but it's already been written.
Yes.
So it's already been foreseen.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I mean? So
like remote viewing.
Yeah, like the people you're tapped into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So we got extreme power. Extreme power when we tap into it, and it's getting activated, baby. Yeah. Trust me. Yeah. Real life. Yeah.
Yeah, they know they're not going to win. They know it's over, but trust me. What can I say? When demonic forces are raging and running riot, when lunatics broke out of them cell and running around the asylum, guess what? It's crazy. It's chaos. But they will come. The calm will come. It's about what you do to navigate your vessel around all the craziness. You just got to know, it's a bit rough over there. Okay, let me just set my vessel over here. Not go moseying on down because you want to see what's happening. No, that's foolishness. Take yourself and do what you got to do over here. Leave that to do what it's doing. That's what we got to do.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. You got anything more to say?
All I can say is prepare. Make sure you're not all in your boat. Yeah? Because when you get upon that rough sea, you got to be able to, navigate your vessel. And yeah, it might be rocky, a bit windy and blustery but it's not going to take any water. It's not going to sink. You need to be able to stay afloat. So have what you need. And, definitely do tap into the precious metals. Don't even bother with the gold because I don't know, was it now 1800 pound an ounce? You can get, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 ounces of silver for that. Probably better to buy the silver because you won't regret making that purchase. And literally, because all it is preserving your wealth. You can't have worked so long, so hard and preserved absolutely nothing to end up with a central bank digital currency that's controlled by somebody else other than you. We've got to be our own bankers. Supply our own food, provide our own food, whatever it is. I mean, that beautiful man that built that machine that created the water for those people in that state. You remember STS?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You see, them man did my man had to dip because at the end of the day they need to sell the bottled water that they get from the toilets, don't they? So you have to literally just go undercover. But those people are out there. Those machines can be put in every city, in every state. It's just harnessing the frequency. And then, we've got water. I mean, everything that we need was provided for us. Man has come along and decided to supersede and take over and be the God, be the creator, call themselves lords and all the rest of those things. And then present us with this fake matrix world that we were born into, but now we realize it's not real. It never was and it never will be. So it's for us to now make the decision to move away from all of that, leave it all behind because it was all lies, every bit of it. Now we're going to seek the truth and we're going to live that way. Yeah.
Beautiful message. And just keep on loving yourself wholeheartedly, and trust me, you'll be protected and guided because that love frequency is so powerful. Me, I'm really in touch with that baby. But is that the last thing now?
Yes.
Okay. It's a flip, no rehearsal, no script, no acting going on. And keep on working on your mind, body and soul in order to achieve your goals because we're there with you.
Spiritually.
You don't know, bro and sis, stay blessed. And STS and Ladycrowne, over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace. Have a strong day.